Today we were thinking of doing a New Year's ramen, vegetarian.
I like how you're saying that we had the idea. We stole it from Animal Crossing.
No love, no love. So, we're gonna work with just because, you know, I want to be sanitary.
I just want to be extra.
So these are all gonna be the different tools you'll need to be successful.
Or at least what we're using in ours.
This mushroom is so cool. I'm obsessed. We got the boiling water boiling here on the stove. We're gonna let that sit.
Gets hands wet first, then rolls up sleeves.
For real. Yeah, let's cover the bitch. Alrighty, so we're gonna fry some tofu.
You look so focused.
Huh?
You look so focused.
Trying to make sure it comes out good.
It's very orange. Also, how did it go from looking like eggs a second ago to looking like rice just sitting on top of the soup?
Spicy chili vegan ramen. Or vegetarian ramen. Well, I guess it could be vegan, right?
Well, it depends on what was in the Mrs. Dash that you used.
Garlic and just a couple herbs here and there. Gonna let that sit for another 5 minutes. And then we'll be back with the mukbang.
Yes. I shaved and now I look like somebody's dad.
He looks adorable. When we talk about a little bit of what we're gonna eat right now, we have the ramen, we have the bok choy, we have the tofu, onions, garlic.
And not to mention the most important ingredient, crippling depression.
Exactly. So I'd say let's chow down and talk about life, right? Mukbang? Second mukbang? What we do?
I try not to burn my mouth.
For real. The struggle is real. Not bad at all.
It came out way better than last time.
What do you like about it? Give me your critiques.
Well, for one thing, there's not a bunch of flavors trying to fight over each other.
For real, that was a problem with the last one.
I'm so not used to just having just my mustache, and I keep looking up to the camera. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Who's that? The broth, I think, really seals the show, though.
Oh, mine came with the hair.
I'm sorry, I didn't wear hair now.
I'm just gonna shut this place down. I'm calling the health inspector.
Please, no. I have no wife and no kids.
I have no wife, no kids, no family. Take pity on me. Shit. Or I cut like a spot right under my lip where it like kind of bends. And it feels weird every now and again when I talk.
But seriously, I don't think they know how hard is it for me to really like love and accept the dish I make. The fact that this came out tasty and even I like it, like, whoa, like I feel so like accomplished. This New Year's is already starting off strong. May this year be
Not a dumpster fire.
not a dumpster fire, forever in everybody's favor, essentially. Hunger Games reference, yes? We like the Hunger Games, or am I too old?
Sis, I hope you stretched because that was a reach.
That was a reach, but that's where I'd heard that quote from.
Yeah, but you're barely making it. The quote is, "Oh, may the odds ever be in your favor," and you're like, "Forever, forever may this year be in everyone's favor."
She's so right though. I need some tissue. I'll be back.
So I guess now it's my own show.
Yeah, make it work, girl.
I'm really thirsty and we didn't bring water.
No, I don't know about you, but I'm just not feeling the love with the spoon. So I'm gonna get to work. Alrighty, so let's talk about some things that I've kind of been researching and stuff. First of all, today when we're filming this, it's the 1st. New Year's. Happy New Year's for like the 5th time. But not only that, we're also getting a brand new season of Drag Race, season 13. And from like the little 10-minute preview that we saw last time, I was gagged. I was like, what? Carly Rae Jepsen? Call Me Maybe? I was like,
It was such a basic bitch.
I've been waiting for years to hear that featured on Drag Race, and it finally happened. I'm like, okay, this is officially the year that things are gonna like change, like for the better, like. But what was your thoughts and impressions on that?
From what we've seen, if Candy wins that lip sync, I'm gonna be done with the show. Also, because like she didn't really do anything. She was kind of just standing the most of her performance.
I think she's hilarious.
Yeah, she's funny. She can't perform for shit, in my opinion.
What you think about the changes that are due because of the virus?
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot that it was filmed during like COVID.
I think they did a pretty good job of not making it the focus of the program and more of asset.
And they were they were like, "Oh, you want us to social distance, huh? Well, then let's get rid of half the cast."
Exactly.
And then we watched the episode back later, and it turns out that doesn't even fucking happen.
Based on that 10-minute preview.
Which I'm not gonna lie, it kind of annoyed me that most of the preview was just like flat dialogue.
For real. I still liked it though. I thought it was funny. I haven't felt that excited for a season in a while. Literally the last season I felt that excited for was season 12.
Which one was 12 again?
The one before this one.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of bad if I can't remember most of what happened on that season.
So yummy. I wanted us to try making this mukbang because honestly I really like doing the Halloween one too that we did like I think
2 years ago?
2 years ago, and the only difference is we had a skit before it and it was not really.
We had a skit and it wasn't really a mukbang because the whole eating part was like, what, 2 minutes I thought? And then you dropped candy all over the floor. Clean myself up real quick. That's what we should have talked about when we had to drive through that snowstorm. When you had to drive through the snowstorm, because I was just in the passenger seat like...
So being from the Antelope Valley, now, prior to that we were kind of just general like LA area, but now being out here kind of in a high desert area, it's kind of scary because sometimes there could be snow. The car we have, I don't think it's all too capacitated for this type of area.
It is. Just like, you want it to be able to go like 0 to 60 in less than a second, and you're expecting that from a soccer mom car.
We had to go to work, and we were driving. I don't like taking the freeway too much with the car I have because I just don't feel 100% comfortable. So we'll take a path, like the scenic route, and
It's more like the only other route out.
basically. It's usually windy. That's not what bugs me too much most of the time. I'm kind of starting to get used to it barely, not really. But one day it was kind of raining, but the thing is there was like this storm warning. So, they let you know, hey, in certain parts of like
This section is gonna be snowing. Be ready, because there's gonna be snow, and we're just there like, well shit, we gotta go to work and we don't have anything for the snow.
no snow chains, no nothing. Snow tires, no chains. Chain tires? One or two.
Chain tires. I think you're right with both things, because I've heard of snow tires and I've heard of tire chains.
Which is
But yeah, that shit looks weird.
it does.
Because when we were going, everything, basically like this is the windshield, everything in the corners was like dark gray. And then like in movies and TV, they make snow seem like it's like these little balls of like whiteness or whatever. Fucking no. They like when we went. I'm not sure if it was just because of how cold it was or whatnot that day, but it looked like little white feathers almost, but not even like full white, like a weird transparent white. Like when you pass me a glove.
A glove? No glove, no love, homie. It's just gonna be my catchphrase.
I just imagine that, like, it looked like that, but like slightly more see-through, just floating at you and coming at you like that.
The shade of it all. Anywho, that was fucking scary. Unfortunately, it was the first of potentially many winter storms, but that's not really what has me concerned. I'm just scared that if there is a future one that's worse, what the fuck are we gonna do? You know? Like the car, I feel like she good. She's small. She good. She could be quick when she wants to, but if there's like a little icy patch where you gotta make a fucking right, she just loses it. She loses composure.
I think that's any car though, unless you're driving like the snowmobile.
I just imagine this kind of just driving the snowmobile around.
I mean, I feel like in some places you actually probably could do that. That sounds sick.
It's so good. Like the broth, I think really.
The broth is the star. The noodles, not so much.
Yeah.
I think we need like a thicker noodle next time.
Yeah, these noodles. Fuck, dude.
Like this probably would have been better with like pho or something, or like a.
Bruh.
You know, is it pho or pho?
Pho? Oh, pho noodles?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been wanting to make a video about this for a while, but I was like, you know what? I don't know much about the subject other than like light research, but I wanted to talk about it. It's kind of old news, maybe. Hot soup. I know everybody remembers Drake Bell, right?
Oh my god.
So, like a couple of weeks ago on Snapchat, I saw this little segment that said Drake Campana, and I'm like,
that's racist.
Basically, Drake Bell was under heat, apparently, allegedly.
What was it? Because like, someone said he was being abusive or something, or he was like doing some shit with his fans.
Ex-girlfriend or something, saying that like he was kind of abusive and whatnot. It's kind of been coming out from a lot of like celebrities. But that's not really what I want to focus on.
You mean like Johnny Depp? That one I'm not surprised, because I remember hearing about how he used to like beat up people in like the 90s. Like he beat up his girlfriend once before, and then everyone's like, oh my god, he did it again? Like,
gasp.
I was like, bitch, I kind of figured.
You're like, I saw signs. Drake Campana, because I guess he wants to be known.
Can we just talk about that real quick? I think that's fucking stupid, because basically what he did is he fled to Mexico because he knew his music does well in Latin America, and like that's all fine and cool. Like you can move to a different country and whatnot, but what I found kind of racist is that like, okay, you moved to Mexico, so you're like, the only way to fit in would be to change your name to literally just its translation. To me, it's kind of like, okay, what the fuck? Like, why do you need to change your name just to go live there, you know?
He changed like his Twitter name to Drake Campana, so he's kind of updating his social medias and whatnot, and tweeting in Spanish and whatnot. It's weird in the sense that I remember seeing this person.
This is the whitest fucking dude.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. I can't say I know him 100% because I don't know his like deep into his background. It's just kind of weird that someone who was very like gave no indications of even giving any attention to the language is now like, I'm speaking Spanish.
Dude, dead ass, he literally did what cartoons that came out when we were kids would do. Oh, I'm gonna go to Mexico, I'm gonna change my name, I'm gonna learn Spanish, I'm gonna grow a mustache. And to me it's just like, bro, just deal with your bullshit. Especially since a lot of people found out because he changed his name on Twitter and everything, and I'm like, you made it more obvious that you're kind of trying to do something to get away from this. You know, it's like when you have a booger hanging out from your nose and you try and get it without just straight up going like that. So you want to be discreet about it, but you're like, everyone don't look at me real quick. And then you fix it. Like, you're drawing more attention to it if you would have just left it alone.
That's an amazing analogy. It was just weird. I wanted to bring it up during our meeting because I was like, that's kind of weird.
I just think it's dumb that he translated his name, because like you could still be Drake Bell. Like I just found that kind of, like I said, it's kind of racist. It's like the amount of people that I get that tell me, oh, your name should be Richard,
Oh
because
my
that's
God.
the English version of your name. It's like, no, it isn't. Y'all want to fucking turn it into that. Names don't translate.
That's a whole other can of worms that we would have to open for a different video.
I feel like I said that, and literally any Hispanic person that like who has the name like Jose or fucking what other names do people try and translate often? Jose, Maria, they try and turn it to Mary for some reason, which I'm just like,
Ew.
that's two different names. My mom, her name's Rosa, and like in English it's Rose.
I don't know what is it with people wanting to translate everything.
Because if it's not in the same language that they speak, they feel uncomfortable and more likely to do racist shit towards that person.
Dude, don't even get me started on like all the anti-masker shit I want to really get into it for a future video. If you guys would be interested in, that's kind of
Bitching and complaining about anti-maskers that we've dealt with.
or just in general, kind of just looking around like online and seeing what sort of like really crazy shit we find. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll get it out there. This new year, I really want to try and elevate this channel, give it more life, and try and really commit. Consistency will be key.
We just get that scene from the fucking Simpsons movie. What's that word again? Consistency!
What I wanted to touch upon really quick before we're done with the mukbang is a thing that I mentioned, I think a couple of days ago or a day ago, about Wikipedia.
How they're like basically begging their like readers for donations. It comes off super passive aggressive.
It comes out super passive aggressive. I understand the struggle, but I just find it weird how they're going about it. I'm not sure if anybody else has picked up on it. It's kind of just, how do you feel about today's mukbang? Was it a success?
I don't know, because I didn't, as you can see, I didn't gain any meat on my bones from it.
Next time, for sure. Next time we'll get you nice and plump.
Stick. I just stand up and then my ass is like this wide.
Essential. So, I hope you all loved our little New Year's ramen mukbang. We kind of want to make this into a constant thing. We'll try and be way more consistent this year with these types of things.
Just don't hold us to that, because straight up, like, you know, sometimes you want to get up and you want to do something, and then life comes up and it's like, you know what, maybe you should just stay in bed. I tried 2020. Well, now it's 2021, but I'm just like, everyone thought 2020 was okay up until March, so I'm gonna wait till after March to say anything about that.
For real. That's it for today's video, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, show us love, we'll show love back. Until next time, bye-bye.